greatest desire?
What is my greatest desire, Toby?
Could be a lot of things.
It could be, but I'm asking you to guess.
What do you like?
Triple Crown.
I didn't hear what he said, but Triple
Oh.
Crown for sure. The quadruple crown.
The quadruple crown. Hey, nah, I can never get that with Adams. There's no way I can get the fucking, the
You
rack.
could though. If you strictly threw to Adams, you could get it.
I mean, I'd have to, like, start using some of those plays that, like, Joey and Brazy use, where it just, like, glitches their guy wide open down the field. I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, rack yards are the hardest.
It just, like, glitches out the coverage. Like, nah, I'm okay.
Fork.
I'll play real football over here. And before you say it's not real, Adams definitely be getting 14, 15 catches in a game.
Yeah, if only he had a Hall of Fame QB still throwing the ball.
I mean, when you go from Adams to, Rodgers to Ritter, like, Hall of Fame to Hall of Fame, it's just...
At force feeding, yeah.
It was just the worst point in Carr's career to say that, because he totally nosedived this year, dude, like... If you said it before last season, like if we got him the year before and said it, it would have made, it would have looked okay at the end of the season. But God damn, he was so bad this year, man.
That's like whenever Rodgers said was poking fun, saying Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer with Lazard. I was like, yep, good example.
Just said Watson.
Well,
Watson's already better. Well, not. I mean, I can't really say that. But he's already putting up better stats.
He is better.
It's tough. It's tough because you just never know like what someone's abilities are. It's just because they're not putting out the stats. I mean, they're not a better player. I mean, they're still rookies. Adams took him like what 3 seasons to really pop off. I think.
Yeah, it did. Adams might make the Hall of Fame. We'll see.
I mean, he's going to.
I don't know. It's hard to get.
Nfasl.
In like 3 or 4 seasons.
He's a lock in that one.
In like 3 or 4 seasons, he's gonna be top 5 in touchdowns career.
My Johnny. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or maybe he might. I think he might be like 7th. It really depends, but he's gonna be up there. Just depends how long he plays.
Yeah.
So games of relevance that still need to be played. We got Kansas City at Jacksonville, Miami at Dallas, New York at Buffalo, and Houston at Arizona.
Houston, Carolina.
Well, Houston, Arizona won't matter if I lose to Saul.
What time are you playing?
6. I'm saying if they don't play.
I'm gonna ask Lon to see if they got a schedule. Oh, he said 9:30. Never mind.
Meatstick, would you say your defensive overall is?
79.
What was it again? 79, yeah.
What's it 81? I've never heard anyone say lower than mine besides you, so.
Meatstick doesn't know how to build a team.
That's not true, bro. What the fuck? I built some guy club, bro. I sold my soul for 1 season and won it all. That was my. I did that for the first time ever, and it worked. So that's good. Yeah, I don't care. I knew I was gonna have a bad team. The restarts fucked my cap. I would have probably had 60 million at my disposal last year. Hey, the restarts. Let's go. I won a Super Bowl. I don't need cap. That's right. Ratio, Toby. Clown.
I have 64 giveaways.
Better start spending that moolah next offseason, dude.
I'm somehow gonna have. I have a negative 26 turnover differential right now, and I'm not gonna lose a dev trade.
Yeah, I think it should be 1.5.
So games of relevance for week 18. Bengals, Bears.
Raiders, Chargers. Relevance.
Commanders, Cowboys.
Oh, it'd be great.
I wonder if Icy and Joey are just gonna play backups against each other.
Yo, I don't know who's gonna beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, by the way.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Already beat. What?
Everyone in this party?
I don't know,
He can't beat any of us.
I don't know, man. I played his
Actually, he
team
can
this
beat
season.
ATK.
His team this season is on all cylinders. It is ridiculous.
Doesn't matter what his team is. He's never
Yeah,
beat.
he's a choke artist in
I'm
playoffs.
telling you,
Woo!
he's got the
Woo!
auto teams right now.
He's never beaten.
He's had it.
World.
Woo! Yeah, Tyreek Hill, Zach. Travis Kelce. Woo! Patrick
I'm
Mahomes.
saying the way his
Woo!
defense is playing right now too, though, is just ridiculous.
Now,
Zach, on Daddy League, there's on the schedules page. There's this thing called Strength of Schedule. Kansas City has the easiest schedule in the entire league.
Alright, why you gotta hurt me, alright? Like, come on.
Well, it's not just you. He plays other people. So negative means easy, right? And the lower the number is, the higher.
I'm just saying, I've played a lot of different teams. I played him. His team by far played the best.
Wherever he
Zach,
is, it's the easiest.
Did you play me, Toby, or ATK this year?
No.
And I know you didn't play me, but I don't think the other two.
Nope.
I mean, you don't know, man. Why can't we be at the complete team, bro?
I don't have a complete team, but I'm better than him, man.
I have a complete
sometimes
team.
that's
I
not
got
what
one
matters,
less loss
though.
than him.
Sometimes it's just fucking autos. Look at Gabe. Look at Gabe.
Well, the game's
Okay,
not
yeah,
built like
he's
that
got
anymore.
the same roster that he did 2 seasons ago, and he didn't make the playoffs. So yes, look at Gabe.
Like, look at him.
All right, but yeah, so Kansas City's Lon actually has an easier schedule than him. Must have changed. He's got minus 106.2, but KC's is minus 104.
What's my SOS?
Doggy
Your
walks
strength
Scotty.
of schedule, the Raiders. Yours, let's see, I don't know how the order is on this. I had a pretty hard one.
Yeah, lies, dude. You did not. What the fuck you
You had a
thought?
decently hard schedule, Zach. Yours was 17.8. Your hardest opponent obviously was the Chiefs twice. He was 31 points, which is your hardest opponent. But that obviously gets mixed up with the minus 37 of playing the Chargers twice.
I still get to play one more time.
37?
Yeah, his schedule must be stupid. Yeah, let me see what his schedule looks like. If he's minus 37 for people. His schedule is 36. Millennium Falcons, minus 21.9, so actually a pretty easy schedule. He had the Rams, he had the Vikings, he had Kevin twice. Germs was minus 19. Colts, minus 12. Although back then, when he played the Colts, they were bad. It's not Yale now, so.
Good thing Moblish doesn't listen to Hotline.
Yeah, it looks like, from what I'm seeing, Toby might have the hardest schedule. No, Chargers did, 36. Yeah. Let's see if anyone's... Oh, never mind. Gabe, Jesus Christ, this is the hardest schedule I think I've ever seen.
Gabe's
is 160.9.
What's
My
mine?
God, yours is 30. ATK's is 59.6, which is pretty...
Gabe
pretty hard
did
schedule.
play me, you, ATK.
Yep. He went second place in his division. He played the Chiefs.
Yep.
He played the NFC North.
Yeah, that's
I wish I had the
tough.
Bills. But, like, still the Raiders.
Don't we all?
I just want the Bills roster.
The Bills had a pretty easy schedule, for it looks like only 4.4. So it was, well, no, you know, it was a strong schedule, but it wasn't the strongest one in the world. But yeah, Gabe's is ridiculous. Let's see if anybody else has over 100 on that side. Doesn't look like anybody has more than 50.
Don't draft
Oh no, here we go,
quarterback
Deuce.
in the first
111.
round. Madden's gonna suck.
Trade up for Stroud, baby.
Say, like, if we don't, then Madden's gonna be so doggy for me next year.
Well, I just draft a QB.
Yeah, it's so easy when I get 18th in the fucking lotto every time.
Then trade for number one. Go for that.
There's not many to give up on this team.
Today we're set for a good AFC matchup.
The only good players I got are on the fucking face of franchise.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Ask JD to take Crosby off.
Yeah, Brian, I'm not trading Crosby. What the
Looking
fuck?
forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Crosby's so good, I can like change up based on where I line him up, how fast he's gonna get to QB. So if like later in the game I need him to start putting more pressure on you, I can do it.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him.
This is going to be a third playoff game.
And I like what you just said.
Damn, I don't remember asking.
All right.
Ooh.
You want to break the controller?
Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
That what you named your pussy?
Now you put the offense in a position where every series
Yes.
they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Looking deep downfield.
No way, man.
Ooh, just missed him.
I mean, fucking A, bro.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, baby. Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
And I thought that they played pretty well last
Joe Burrow.
week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that
Let's
victory.
give Joe Burrow how Joe Burrow.
Joe Burt.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow.
Crosby.
Joe Burrow, meet Sacks Crosby.
Take him down, they got him. Max
Oh, that was only second down?
It's
What's
his
that?
20th sack of the season as
Yeah, you
he
have to do that again.
continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Oh, I guess we're running 2-man under again.
That'll leave
'Cause,
Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw.
3rd and 20. Joe Burrow, clean pocket. He's going down the right sideline, and it is intercepted by Merg.
Picked off by Trayvon.
Trayvon Merg looking right back to the middle, and he will be tackled at the Bengals B, right at the top left corner of that letter.
On the opening drive. I really don't think you can fault the
And
decision
the
making
Raiders
because your offensive
force a turnover on the opening drive.
big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course.
No
but you
pressure from
definitely
Crosby yet on
understand
that
why
play.
they did what they
He just
did.
chucked it.
That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hand.
Yep, so here comes Desmond Ritter.
Oh!
Brown bean to Sabine White. Sabine White can really put on some moves here, folks. Let's see how he does this afternoon against a really stout front seven in Cincinnati. Pick up a 3 on first down. Raiders right outside midfield, and they inch closer to that mark after Rizzo keeps it himself.
Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time you decide to play, you expect it to be a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits.
Armstead checks into the game on 3rd down. Chambers as well in that bunch with Devontae Adams. Pressure from the left is picked up, throw over the middle, caught by Armstead. And it's a Vegas first down to the Bengals, 31.
That pocket.
Clean pocket there, Colton Miller as well as, like the running back White stated, on pass protection, able to give him a time. That 3rd down diversion, and here is on their right. Barreling through defenders across the 25, and he rips out a 7-yard pickup.
Oh, stubborn toe. Fuck.
As ATK has stubbed his toe into the booth.
Which one?
My
Found the,
Whoa.
Oh, whoa, empty play, and it's going down the right sideline, and it's caught, not by Devontae, but by Chambers.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Chris Chambers
His name
gives the Raiders the lead. I don't know what his first name is, so I'm just guessing.
Tom Chambers. Tom
Yeah,
Chambers.
that'd be funny. I think Chris Chambers was a either receiver or corner for the Dolphins.
Sponge probably knows some of everything. Let's ask him.
Toby knows.
By Chris Chambers.
More about him.
Corner,
is
right?
it?
Dolphins.
Chris Chambers?
Alright.
You say you don't know.
No, he played for Wisconsin.
I was a receiver.
I think he was.
No.
Said no, he played for
Receiver for the
Wisconsin.
Miami Dolphins.
I feel like he played for the Chiefs.
No, that he didn't do. He played for the Dolphins.
Dude, get cut. God, dude. Oh, golly, dude. Stupid idiot.
Chris Chambers teams.
Thank you.
Play for the Dolphins, Chargers, and Chiefs.
You googled it before you said anything, so.
Everybody get a bell.
Toby knows. Play action. Joe Burr.
Oh.
He'll dump it down to Joe Mixon. First reception today for the former Oklahoma Sooner.
Imagine trying to get down here running back. What a cowardly move.
Pick up the 15. Yes, it was. It was a great play call last week against Pittsburgh in that AFC North shootout. That of Najee versus Jamar. And Joe Burrow will work under the center here. Drop back to throw on first down. Here comes pressure. It's picked up and right back to Mixon. Diablo on the tackle. Pick up a 4.
Well, I wish this formation had that fucking... I mean, this is similar, but...
And the Bengals are starting to get a rhythm going.
Can Beaker miss the playoffs?
He has not clinched at this point. He would need to lose out, and a couple of teams would need to put in front of him for that to happen. As T. Higgins has his first catch today, and that's good enough for another Bengals first.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
So right now the Bengals are taking the underneath throws as the Raiders are trying to keep everything in front of them. Here comes Max Crosby, second time he gets there.
Go,
Joe
Zach, go.
Burrow
Go,
brought
Zach,
down.
go.
And he's the X factor, no pun intended there, of this game, because the Bengals love to throw the ball around the yard. That's why you get a guy like Max Crosby to rush the passer, and he really can make some wreckage here, as he's going to dump this down to Mixon and get some of that yardage back, close to it actually, and we'll pick up about 7. As Mixon now has 3 receptions on this drive. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Cincinnati entering play at 10-5 needs to win this game to punch their ticket to the postseason. Have a chance to jump to the 5 seed if they do so, as the New England Patriots lost earlier this morning. Third down, Burrow, quick throw in time. Jamar Chase first down and more to the 23. Oh, check that to the 33. But Max Crosby was seconds, maybe a half second away from getting there. And Burrow just slides to his left, makes a beautiful throw, and Jamar Chase does the rest. So difficult to tackle in the open field is that former LSU Tiger. There's Joe Mixon in motion here prior to the snap. 2 seconds on the play clock. Burrow over the middle, complete. Higgins, another first down as he works inside the 20. So the Bengals have dinked and dunked their way into the red zone. And with 5 seconds on a running clock, this might be the last play of the quarter. Burrow gets it off, and it is incomplete. A little Shaquille O'Neal type block from Max Crosby. Beautiful defensive play there from Crosby, who's having himself a whale of a first quarter. 2 sacks. Now you can add a pass deflection to his stat sheet. Last play of the first quarter will be Joe Mixon running into a couple of Raiders at the 16-yard line. So we are wrapped up with 1 quarter here in Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio, and the visiting Las Vegas Raiders lead 7-0 as they're on the defensive side of the ball. Inside the red zone, the Bengals looking at a 3rd down and 9 to start the second quarter. Joe Burrow has his X factor. Max Crosby lost his, I think, on the 3rd down conversion earlier in this drive. There's a throw over the middle to Jamar Chase, and another 3rd down conversion as he finds the soft spot in that cover 3. And you see the adjustment from Burrow. He's realizing that he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the ball, and he's doing that little slide step to the left to gain and buy maybe an extra half second. Give Jamar Chase a chance to get open, and yet again that works out for the Bengals. So Here's first and goal. Mixon going backwards. Never got anywhere on that run as the tackle for loss will be credited. Looks like to the defensive end number 93. I don't see a number, I mean a name on the back of that jersey, unfortunately. Oh, Ed Oliver, wow. He's lost a lot of weight. The former Buffalo Bill making the tackle for loss here. And it takes us to second down and goal. Looking middle, end zone, touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins in the back of the end zone on a beautiful in-breaking slant. As you see, yet again, Joe Burrow able to buy enough time. He's just a half second away from getting taken down, staying in the pocket to the last second and delivering accurate throws on that drive. And we are tied up at 7. And I think for a lot of teams, you go on a 12-play drive. That might be one of your best drives of the season. For Cincinnati, I think that's the norm. 10-plus play drives, 75 or more yards, 6 minutes on the clock. I mean, that's as good as you can do there offensively. And for the Raiders, now looking at a tie ball game, we'll try to get the lead back for the offense. Right now, the momentum bar is still shifted towards Las Vegas after giving up the game-tying touchdown. And the third drive of the game will start on the ground. Samir White carrying defenders for a modest gain of 2. Not too shabby there. And it's good to see the Raiders sticking to the run game on first down. It's tempting to want to empty it out, spread across with those receivers you have. But playing a balanced style against Cincinnati's defense gives yourself a better chance, I think, than going one-dimensional entirely. Raider on the play-action pass. It's Devontae Adams, and oh, what a play from Jesse Bates. I think he punched that ball out. Yes, he did. So the Pro Bowl safety for the Cincinnati Bengals making plays on the All-Pro receiver, Devontae Adams, who is looking to take the Triple Crown this year at NFASL. That's catches, touchdowns, and receiving yards. Leads in all 3 categories. Pressure on third down. Jump ball for Chambers. He's got it. And Chambers is loose inside the 40. Oh my goodness, when you need him. We'll dial at number 82 today. He's made a couple of fantastic grabs. The touchdown catch and that third down conversion that goes for 32. Play clock down to 3. Samir White won't go anywhere. He runs into a brick wall at the 42-yard line. That is Deron Payne, the former Washington Commander. He makes the play, tackle for loss. And will drop Vegas to the 42. 4-man rush from Cincy's picked up. Looking to the right is Ritter for Adams, and Adams cannot hold on. And for the second time today, we've seen him throw that pass in traffic. And number 17, he's known to come down with a couple of those, but of course, like to get Devontae Adams a little bit more separation there, make it a little bit easier for him. So incomplete pass on second down. It's now third, and it'll be an 11-yard pickup for the Raiders if they want to keep this drive going. Ritter across the middle. He's got the first down. He finds his running back. It's Samir White as he's still trucking inside the 25 and 21.
21 yards there as they convert on third.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other.
Nice play there on third down. New set of downs for Las Vegas.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw.
Ritter running out of time, but he will find an open man. Inside the 10, it is Chambers once more. Third connection this afternoon to Sterling Chambers. Got 3 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown. I want to call him Chris Chambers, reminiscent of the former Miami Dolphin wide receiver. But this Chambers is not playing pretty well so far. I haven't heard Devontae Adams' name just yet, but we know that's subject to change. Raiders will spread the Bengals defense out here in a 5 wide. Pump fake. Ritter will take off. Cuts back and won't have a touchdown, but will have a gain of 6. On the first down scamper. Desmond Ritter, of course, drafted by the Atlanta Falcons and then traded to Las Vegas after the 2023 season. In his second year here at Las Vegas. A little bit of a sophomore slump. So Ritter on second down. We'll look end zone, and there's Devontae Adams out of the backfield, and he scores his 38th receiving touchdown of the season.
Sounds ridiculous.
Well, you said it. Extra point by Daniel Carlson is good. Raiders retake the lead after embarking on a 9-play, 80-yard drive. 4.5 minutes come off the clock. And don't adjust your TVs, folks. This is the actual score. Right now, the Bengals have only had 2 possessions of play. Joe Burrow threw an interception on the opening drive and went back on a 12-play, 76-yard touchdown drive on the last possession. So after getting to that groove, let's see if the Bengals can keep it going here with 4:09 left to go in the first half. There were a couple of big third down conversions on that last drive. Joe Burrow connecting with Jamar Chase on both of those occasions. So let's start to the air. Burrow in the play action pass. He wants to go deep down the middle of the field, and instead he'll find Rock Yassin. Second time today. Joe Burrow threw the ball deep down the field, and second time it's been intercepted by a Raider defensive back.
What?
If B-Gray loses, I'm going to play Zach. I mean,
That's not happening.
See? I meant to say Stu.
So Zach has been playing for Stu in the playoffs all this time, huh?
Oh, wait, TK, I choose who I play.
I just picked the wrong play because I was garbage. God damn it.
As long as you win, I do it.
Interesting formation here from Las Vegas. So 4 tight end set here, single back. And Zamir White will rumble for about a yard. So 2 turnovers in this first half by Las Vegas. A team that on the year does have a positive turnover differential, but right in the middle of the league there. I think they're 16th or 17th in the league in that category. But today, +2. And it's one of the best offenses in the NFASL. As the throw to sack is caught by Armstead. Look at that. He's going to get close to first down yardage. Yeah, they'll give it to him. How often do you see that? The drag route from the X receiver, where it was thrown out of the sack. It was thrown behind an offensive line, and almost turned into a screen pass there, and it's on the right guard. He blocked him there. It was a cool little play. I really enjoyed that one.
Alright.
There you go. That's some of the growing pains that come with the second-year quarterback out of Cincinnati. Most quarterbacks in this league make that throw, and I know Coach Zach not happy to see his man miss an open target. You don't get a lot of those opportunities against this Bengals defense, but when they come, you gotta take advantage. As for Cincinnati, they've done a good job with Adams so far. He just has the 1 catch. Of course, that was a touchdown reception. Second down. This pass is intercepted. Ritter wanted to get a quick throw to Zamir White, and instead Davis Gaither there to oblige. And the Bengals get the ball back.
And there's so much open field underneath them.
Again, second-year quarterback. Decision isn't a bad one. I just think the throw, you read that too far up the field. If you're Desmond Ritter, you want to try to give your running back something lateral there to get it in space. So off the turnover, first play is a little pop pass to Joe Mixon. As he's breaking tackles, and he's going to have a first down for the Bengals.
Ribbit. God damn it.
So I mean, you think about it, Bengals, I would say Detroit probably has the best offense in the league in terms of weapons and something that they can do to score points. Bengals up there as well, Buffalo, of course, New York, Cincinnati. This time going with the ground game, and Joe Mixon back-to-back first downs, one through the air and one through the ground, and to continue that conversation about those stout offenses, throw the Kansas City Chiefs in there as well. So goes ground, and this time Mixon wrapped up in the backfield. Nice play that time by Jerome Baker. He was able to get into the backfield and wrap up the Bengals running back for a loss of a yard, and to get some positive momentum for his Raider defense. They're second down now from the 19-yard line as the Bengals again are in the red zone. And that's a touchdown pass for Joe Burrow. So too easy. Jamar Chase making light work of that corner. And he's got his second touchdown, first touchdown today. His 23rd on the season. And that extra point by McPherson's good, and we are once again tied here in Cincinnati. I've not had a timeout yet in this first half, as the Raiders are poised to get the football back with 68 seconds left in the first half. And they also will receive the second half kickoff, but again, if you're a Raiders fan, a little upset right now. I had a 14-7 lead Raider with the turnover that led to the game-tying touchdown. So now let's see how the second-year man does on the 2-minute drill to end the half. This drive will begin from the Raiders' 18-yard line. And it will begin from the shotgun for Desmond Ritter. It's a four-man rush. Pressure up the middle. Ritter looking for White, and what a beautiful throw and catch. Timeout called with exactly a minute on the clock. It's a gain of 26 yards on first down. Samuel White, second time today, making that catch right up the middle. Converted on a third down earlier in this quarter. We set it down for the Raiders. Ritter looking outside, and oh, what a beautiful grab. It's Darren Waller, the tight end, with the toe drag swag on the right sideline. And we're going to take a second look at this catch to make sure he got both feet in bounds.
That's a catch, baby. They called me up at the booth. That's a catch.
Yep, and we sent it over to Gene's territory, so they got it right. And it was ruled a catch, got both feet in bounds. Got out of bounds with 54 seconds to go. Now the Raiders within striking distance of retaking this lead. Play action. You know who it's going to. Can he catch it? Oh! No, he can't. And Jesse Bates has made a couple of spectacular breakups this afternoon on Devontae Adams. So this round will go again to the Cincinnati defense, as the attempts to go to Devontae Adams down the field have not been successful.
Mickey, you knocked my cart over. You be careful.
Successful.
Gonna have to give you a bop on the head.
Ready?
Touchdown.
Over the middle, wide open Chambers, his second score of the first half. Sterling Chambers is doing what needs to be done for this Raiders offense. And an extra point away
I don't have other good receivers.
from
You don't, dude. You do, you just don't like to throw it to them, that's all.
I had 3 guys at 1,000 yards last year.
No. That's all I am right now, too. Let's go. Look at us. Kings!
Yeah, I just need a ring and then I'll be a king.
You have a ring.
I got
it.
Dusty
Or
ass.
more than.
That shit's probably brittle by now. Pick it up
No,
and
dude,
break.
go to the NFSL museum. You'll find it there. It's not dusty. They take care of them.
It's still probably
I'll make
brittle.
sure
good.
they're restored.
Hitska makes sure that he does a good job. Fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All things anyway. He keeps them crispy clean.
Yeah, but he's always like
fossilize.
reading his textbooks and shit, doing equations on chalkboards, and you never know what he's doing.
Oh, Joe Burrow, get right back to it. Oh my goodness. Oof, what a fastball that was to Jamar Chase. Blink of an eye. They start at the 25. Forget that. Let's just say they start the drive here. They're at the 48-yard line. 38 seconds. 2 timeouts, and they're down by 7. So Burrow's got to make quick work here.
Okay, man. Why would
and
you
he finds
do
Michael
that?
Miller down
Like,
the
you
right
know the
sideline.
situation and you're jumping on
And
that?
gets out of bounds. Yeah, I'm with Coach Zach there as you hear him harping on his player. Why are you going for the big play there when you know that this is cover 4? Yeah, he played like it was man coverage. Look at this. Comes down on there and tried to go for the swat, missed it, and turned a minuscule gain into a big play. So in just, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, the Bengals have worked their way inside the 25. Burrow, middle caught. Notre Dame tight end once more.
Yeah,
And the Bengals will call their second timeout. Michael Mayer, back-to-back receptions. Highly touted tight end. Of course, he was drafted back in 2022. End of the first round by Cincinnati.
2020 I pooed.
Joe Burrow on second down. Here's some pressure, and guess who? Max the Sacks Crosby gets there for a hat trick here in the first half. Hadn't called his name since the early onset of this game, but he finds a way to make another big play. And it's now 3rd and 11.
Lay down.
And the Bengals call their final timeout. So 21 seconds to go. There's a big play here. 3rd and 11. Burrow making some pre-snap adjustments here. He must see something he likes.
Yeah, he does.
And instead he's going to see a lot of grass. It's Max Crosby once more.
What did you call?
Why'd you call timeout?
What the?
Because I wanted a chance to the kick return.
You couldn't have kicked the field goal.
I mean,
Yeah, well, that's an interesting timeout from Las Vegas there. Clock would run out.
I thought it was 3rd down, my bad. I thought he was going to spike it.
So now they have a chance here at a 53-yard attempt. Still not a... I mean, McPherson hit a 63-yarder earlier this year. So he definitely has a leg for it. And that one is good. So a little asterisk there. We're going to come back to that one.
Oh, well.
For points that may not have been put on the board there. Cincinnati was out of timeouts. They were sacked. The Raiders call a timeout so they get a kick return. And let's see what happens on it. They're going to get the chance they want it. Here's the kick return.
Ryan's going to make sure he fumbles this ball. No, I know it.
Return, spin. Oh, that could have been. He spun into trouble.
I was trying to.
8 seconds, one timeout at the 19-yard line. What does most people do in the situation?
They went with the quarterback,
go to half?
of course.
Probably go to halftime. If you're Devontae Adams, it's a hard thing to do.
Devontae Adams wants the fucking ball.
So, the Raiders at their own 19 with one timeout. They're going to try something here.
Devontae's screaming right now because of the play call. He's pissed.
So you see the Bengals following suit. They're not going to try to get up anything easy. Instead, it's going to be a handoff for White. He cuts it back, but he don't have enough juice to get away. And that will take us to halftime. So the score is 17. Check that, 21-17, Las Vegas. Here in Cincinnati, and the Raiders will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So, opportunity for them to go up 2 possessions. Of course, the Bengals would like to get the stop, get the ball back, and a chance to retake this lead. Well, actually, they'll take the lead for the first time. They have not led this afternoon. So, for those of you just joining us, it's week 17 here in the NFASL. This is a win-and-in type of game for Cincinnati. They win this game, they will punch their ticket to the postseason. And would, if the playoffs end today, they'd be up to the 5 seed. His return for Armstead, he won't even get back to the 20. As we're underway here in the second half. Here, looking at the ticker at the bottom of your screen, you see the scores that have been played this week. And the New England Patriots winning to Baltimore. Fantastic finish. Taekwon Thornton wasn't able to get his second foot in bounds on that game. Hail Mary. And Zamir White here working for 6 yards. Ravens moved to 14-2. The big game that has to be played tonight, possibly, it depends on the result of the Bills-Jets game. But that Houston-Arizona game, that's going to be an absolute track meet.
They dropped their phone or controller.
Yep. My phone dropped, but it's okay. It's still in one piece.
False alarm.
Again, and those of you that were watching NFASL Tokyo this morning, I don't know if you saw the end of that Saints-Bucks game, but my goodness, Coach Jones spiked the ball on 4th down. That's how I lost the game. Armstead over the middle for a first down to the 40-yard line.
Seen in my life.
As we bring Coach H.J. in on the sideline, what happened at the end of that game, James?
Well, he didn't. He had the chance to score and went down at the 2-yard line with 50 seconds left. Granted, I should remind you, Kevin, one timeout, 50 seconds. Germ scores, takes a 4-point lead. He elects to go down at the 2-yard line, then rushes it 3 straight times, fumbles on 2 of 3 rushes, then spikes it on 4th down, and the game is over.
He didn't hurry up to spike it.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen it all in Germs. He reminded me that there's still more to be seen.
Never gave up.
2nd down. And I really like that play call against that zone coverage. You will see him out there against cover 3. That's a perfect play call from Vegas. As you see them, that's just a pitch and catch throw for Devontae Adams, and he throws the stiff on him. And the Raiders, they have not had trouble moving the ball this afternoon. So Ritter from the shotgun again. Looks to the middle, that is caught by Dollar. He's going to get away from everybody and walk in for 6.
Where has the spread around Zach attack back? Huh? I'm begging to know!
And if I didn't have smoker's lungs, I would say the Raiders are up by 11.
I don't have that in me, big man.
No, we only need Bacchus who needs his pure lungs. He's the only one that can do those things. But in the interim, Raiders up 11 here in Cincinnati. And for the Bengals, this was a team that missed the playoffs last season in a very similar situation. I thought they were going to be a lock to get into the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Faltered at the end of the season, a couple late season losses. And they found themselves on the wrong side of that 7-seed spot. Now this year, right now, they're sitting at the 6th spot. The teams behind them have one less win than they do, so they still have that cushion, but I don't know. I don't want to be a part of a 4 or 5 team tiebreak or 3 team tiebreak to determine a final wild card spot. So let's see if the Bengals have some intestinal fortitude here. So we're going to start with an RPO. Nice play call there. T. Higgins getting a nice gain of 8 yards on that. Stretch bubble. That's a play call we haven't seen in a couple of Maddens. That used to be prevalent here in the NFASL.
Sure was.
The old stretch RPO. On 2nd down, it's Joe Mixon. He's got the first down as he trumbles right to the 40-yard line. That's where Nichols will make the stop. Joe Mixon this afternoon hasn't done much on the ground and hasn't been asked to do much on the ground. He's really made his hay out the backfield as a receiver. And that's part of that Bengals offense, utilization of Joe Mixon. They don't run a lot, but they do mix him up enough where he gets those 20 touches that you'd want to see out of a running back each and every week. Burrow this time against pressure will fire an absolute dime to guess who? Jamar Chase, as he rumbles, works his way to the 30 before being lassoed out of play. This number 9 to number 1 connection, it's just been special since the LSU days, and it's continuing here into the 2025 season. As with that last reception, Jamar Chase has eclipsed the 100-yard mark for the day, and for the season, I think that puts him over 1,500 yards. Here comes Max Crosby off the edge, and it's going to force an incomplete pass. And that is why you pay number 98 the big bucks. Looked like they were going to go back to Jamar Chase, and it looked as if he had room to run. But that free rusher off the fake double-A gap blitz, 2 linebackers bailed out there. And allowed Max Crosby to come off the edge scot-free. 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bengals down by a dime and a penny. Here comes Crosby. He forces another incomplete pass. That is his 5th pressure of the afternoon. He has 3 sacks to go along with that and a pass breakup. Now 3rd and 10. And the Bengals playing a dangerous game here. They're going to go empty here. Need to get to the, I would say, right outside of the 20-yard line for a first down. Running out of time. Wide open man over the middle is Mayer. He's in for a Bengals touchdown, and boy, have they been clutch on 3rd down today.
I should have used it as safety instead.
And I mean, I'm beating a dead horse here, but you see every time that the touchdown pass is made, what Burrow has to do to get the throw off. He's got to slide almost all the way to his left tackle side, and still he's taking a shot at the end of that throw, man. Gotta give credit to Joey B. Hanging in there, taking the shots from Crosby all afternoon long, keeping the Bengals in this game. And now an important 2-point conversion to cut the lead down to 3. See what the Raiders come out in defensively, as it looks like the Bengals are about to break the huddle. And they have a bunch formation on the right side. The Raiders counter with what looks to be like a triple formation or a 3-4. Burrow will throw. End zone, it's batted away. Could have been intercepted. Yeah. But good coverage nonetheless by the Raiders. They were all over the out route. And the lead will remain at 5. Armstead might take this out. He's about 4 yards in, and nope, he will stay and take the knee. So in a game that's turned into quite a quarterback matchup between Desmond Ridder and Joe Burrow, it's been Ridder's offense that's been more efficient so far. 4 touchdowns, and they'll start with the ground game, and you just look at those blocks. I want to see a replay there to see what the left guard and the left tackle did on that play, because Colton Miller just shot out of the cannon there from his left tackle spot, cleared the lane for these near right cutbacks, and yeah, that's an exciting run right there. And a lot of old school guys really love to see that type of football, that power run game, get those offensive linemen moving, getting guys going downhill, and you see the result there. Now 2nd down, and a short 3 yards to go, as Ridder will work this time out of the shotgun. Motion man is Adams, another handoff, and oh, that's a grown man's tackle from Osai. Tough ask there for your outside linebacker to set the edge, and he did it literally and figuratively that time, making the tackle. I mean, yeah, he don't get that play, that's going to be a 1st down, and your right might still be running. So a loss of 1 on 2nd down. 3rd down. Over the middle, caught Adams. Now it's a foot race. 40, breaks the tackle at the 42, and he's caught at the 38. Devontae Adams starting to heat up here in the 2nd half, as Ridder has thrown for over 300 this afternoon. 3 receptions, 49 yards, and a touchdown for Adams. As they fake him here as a decoy. Looking for Waller. He can't catch the football. Can't complete it. Looked to be 1-on-1 coverage that time, but Waller going to be touchdown reception in the last possession. Can't hold on to this one. And it'll become 2nd down and 10 from the 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
All day for Ridder. He's going to dump it down. Ooh, incomplete. Pass went in and out of the hands of Zamir White. And decent coverage there from the Bengals. They were able to hold off the back end. And force the check down pass on 2nd down, which sets up 3rd. Ridder looking to the right sideline, and it's not the way. Elysier in coverage, and Chambers.
Waited for Adams a little longer.
And now this is going to be a tough kick for Carlson. He's got the wind, it looks like at his back. This will be a 55-yard attempt. And it is cutting back, and it is good.
Good job,
long field goal from the Raiders, and they extend their lead to 8. And after the touchdown given up in the last drive, it's now a 1-possession game.
It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers.
All right. Joe Burrow, touchdown pass on his last drive after starting the 3rd quarter the same way he started the game, throwing an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football.
Raiders showing pressure. Only to send 4. So a complete chase. First down already. Man, is he electric.
Peanut punch, peanut punch. Peanut punch Mike Johnson.
Another week, another monster statistical line for Jamar Chase. 7 catches this afternoon, 121 yards.
He finds his man complete. It's Waters. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, if you do read man coverage,
Don't you
drag route's a pretty good one to run against.
grab up on my butt. I don't like that. You are a freak. Whoa. What? What's so fucking funny, huh? He missed him.
And he overtime.
He missed him. Woohoo! Yippee!
I was looking for Waters, the speedy receiver, but just too tall for Tavon.
That used to be my guy. I got a different guy, and then he ended up with my guy, which was his guy. I mean, I think I got his guy. It was kind of weird how it all panned out.
That was your guy.
You are my guy, pal, friend.
Acquaintance.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Burrow and third down.
Oh,
It's Michael Mayer.
oh baby! Oh baby! Oh baby!
Bradley Hobbs.
Get away from me! Oh!
Bring this run back to an
I tried to stiff arm him. I wanted to get dirty with it.
He eats the peanut punch of Michael Mayer.
Who forced it?
I have no idea. I think I thought he pitched it. I don't even know.
Nope. He breaks the first tackle.
Oh,
He gets peanut punched by
It was Jerome
55.
Baker.
Jerome Baker by
Baker, the
acquisition
man
of
with
free
the peanut
agency this year.
punch.
Let's go.
Big play.
That's huge. That's a huge play.
Yep, they're going to start at the 4. Good play, and Darren Waller's got his second.
Well, Spy, have fun playing Beagle.
Sally here. What is that? What was happening there?
I don't know, but
WWE stuff. I don't know, man.
I'm about to come out from the booth and go Sally with
Andy
him.
K, can't you just purposely lose and play me, you clown?
I'd rather play Stu with all due
You're
respect, Bucko.
scared, with all due respect.
When you have a chance to play Stu on the line, then you, yeah. In the playoffs, yeah. I'll take Stu, Buster. Zach's fucking getting this. If we get another ring, he's getting this one. Papa Line got half of my first one last season.
He's getting half of it because you get to avoid me, you sack of shit.
I mean, you're losing to somebody. Be great, Tom. I don't know,
Yeah, next season, maybe.
Ooh, good throw.
Smart chase.
Chase again. He gets cracked by Baker again.
Iceman. Choke.
I am down.
3 turnovers for the Bengals. Let's see if that's enough to overcome. They fumbled the last time.
Pretty uncharacteristic of the Bengals, to be honest.
Nah, they stink.
As we hear yet another idiotic fan trying to
He's got a
interrupt the
Jets
broadcast.
jersey on. What is that about? Look at the Bengals Raiders game in the Jets jersey. That's a tough look.
Yeah, of course. I keep hearing the word bozo and idiot get thrown around. Dude's a clown, I don't know, Tom. Want him banned from all Nfasl stadiums. Oh,
That'll end the third quarter, and for the Bengals, it could not have come at a quicker note. They're down 15 going into the final frame to the visiting Raiders.
He's coming.
shit.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, bro. Why would you see me going for I'm 6'4", like get your little ass out of here.
Yeah, that's a matter of both guys saying, I got it. And neither one of them wanted to relent. As 4 hands on the football usually means no hands on the football.
This coach Zach just threw his headset at the defensive coordinator and said, "Get your shit together, Buster." Oh my goodness, turmoil on the sideline.
Surprisingly, blame the D coordinator for that. He's like, it's the players, bro. Great tackle in the open field.
It wasn't the X's and O's, it was the Jimmys and
Huge player
Joes.
coming. 4th and 3 from the 41-yard line. Bengals have to go for it here.
Shiesty got.
He calls
Send
motion.
Mixon out in motion. Spread it with 5.
Why?
Crosby's not coming.
He's going to go to the quarterback, and it is incomplete.
Dare I say that's a Stevie Wonder out of B grade? Oh my goodness. He threw that shit immediately when he saw him break. He didn't give him a second.
Anticipation, yeah. He was hoping he'd be open, tried to throw him open, but the pass reaction there from Hobbs was good enough to knock it away, and the Raiders take over on downs.
Could we see the burial? Oh, okay. Alright. You didn't say that.
I mean, not on. I've told Tom this on design QB runs. He's pretty efficient. Taking sacks though. Taking sacks, he might fumble.
and Stu. I see who you got. Stu or ATK.
Second down, White. The price is not right.
Don't even entertain this guy, man.
Also, we
I
are.
probably got Stu. I think it's time he wins a lot.
I guarantee the win for Stu. I agree.
Kind of.
I'm kidding, but
I actually think Stu does win. Like, honest.
Early onset of the fourth quarter. It's a big third down. From the Raiders 48. Middle. Complete. Darren Waller's been a menace all day long, and he continues to torment the Bengals.
Yeah.
Fourth reception today.
No.
The other two receptions, two of his 4 receptions have found pay dirt. And the Raiders again across midfield. White cuts back. Beautiful run. He will find 7 yards for his effort.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Toby, when we link up, you're smoking Kush.
The bubblegum Kush.
Yeah, none of that pussy shit. Bro, he overthrows it? Oh my god, man. Oh my god.
Just get him, Buzz.
I just don't get it, really. Like, he's butt naked. There's no pressure.
You're not playing Stu.
Oh my god.
I don't care if I play you. I'm getting a
Look at
free
this
run anyway.
pocket. Look at this pocket.
The door is open, boys.
Whatever.
You just. I just used my binoculars and Joe Burrow was cheesing on the sidelines. And now he needs the ball back.
I don't know what he's cheesing about. That guy on the other side put a 38 on his head. Chase. Another reception, another first down. And from here on out, we're going to see no huddle from the Bengals.
An interesting facet of a team's offense because we usually don't get to see very much no huddle in a game. As Zach sits him down, I mean, the hot mic says we heard him get called a pussy. Interesting. I don't know if the league will handle like that, but we don't mind it up here.
That's a 5-figure fine from league office. Zach will be getting that one in the mail. Second down.
The commissioner office has needed a new fucking ping pong table for about 6 months.
There you go. Zach just supplied it. To the 25-yard line goes Michael Mayer, and yeah, he's over 100 yards. And both these tight ends today have been so impressive.
Wait, did Man United score? Who scored it?
No.
5 minutes to play. Play clock down to 3. Burrow gets the snap off.
No, it was Bruno. Fuck, I need Rashford to score it.
Come on, guys. Stop fighting for the ball, man.
2 Raiders run into each other. This is looking like bad news Bears in his back net, in his back 4. Chances to get interceptions, but they just have not gotten it since the first quarter. 2 interceptions of Burrow today, but that third one could be a dagger.
Crosby's coming. No, he's not. God damn it. Mine.
Burrow end zone, and the winning ball is caught by 85 to Higgins. That's a touchdown.
If G-Hop's not.
That is a big touchdown, and do you go for 2 now, or do you save it for later?
He's going for it now.
Go for it is now. They're going to go down to 7.
Me personally, I will kick it. But he's big balls and he wants. I just don't think it's worth it.
yeah,
the reward is you get it to 7. If you don't get it now, it stays a 2-possession game with 5 to go. So we'll see. Burrow pumps.
Oh my god.
Middle. Got it. It's Jamar Chase. Yeah, that's a heck of a read there from Joe Burrow. Held the linebacker on the first slant and was able to hit that back slant on the Jamar Chase 2-point conversion, and it's a 38-31 ball game. Plenty of time now. 4:51 to go. The Bengals have their full array of timeouts.
Let me up, dude.
This is exactly the reason why you might get fucking replaced. Get your ass back out there.
And this is where I am always fascinated by the NFSL coaches play calling. Like when the game, you're starting to lose momentum, it's late in the game, where do you go? What's your first down play call to start this drive out? You know, are you playing it
We
safe?
all knew this was Zach's.
You're not wrong.
There we go. He's not going to have time to even get it off. It's a sack, as the Bengals were prepared as well.
I literally just told you to block over there. What do you guys do?
And that is a gigantic play. Yes, it is. Now it's second and 18. That was the nickel off the edge there.
Oh, wow.
DB blitz.
Cheesy bastard.
Yeah. And here comes pressure up the middle, and now it's Deron Payne. And on back-to-back plays, Ritter has been sacked. Now back to his own 6-yard line. And, yeah, things are not going in the Raiders' direction right now.
It's fine, you're losing anyway, so you were looking for Zach, too. I just want to have fun with these two.
Zone.
He caught that.
Down the right sideline.
Wow, he fucking did catch it. That's crazy shit. That's lame. Man, give him the first down after that spectacular catch animation.
Out of bounds at the 34.
What the fuck?
You moved
That was
23.
I'm not able to go for this either.
No, you're not.
No, the Raiders are going to have to punt the ball back.
But how does Joe Burr handle the pressure?
Max Crosby's about to fucking eat his
We're going to
lunch.
see,
So we'll find
that's the
out.
question. Who's winning? Is Crosby going to get there, or can Burrow sidestep his way long enough to buy time?
Pose.
Who?
A.J. Cole will send this away. And it is Rashad Richards on the other end for Cincinnati. Spinning with the 25.
Yeah, baby!
That's our Spy also rooting for Zach. He does not want to play with me. I want to play Stu until he doesn't want to play me. Let's go.
All over this conference, as you hear. People are afraid to play each other.
I'm not afraid to play Spy. I just want to play Stu.
I'd rather play P3.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, club. Let's go. What an electric. That was fucking insane.
So, after seeing that fumble, I know he was told when coming out on the field, 2 hands on the ball, young man. As we have reached
on the bench.
the 2-minute warning.
What a game it's been. Holy shit.
Bro, that spin move was
The 5-10 Raiders coming into this game. I mean, the season not gone their way. They started out with that tough start. First 8 games, only winning 2 games, but have really come on as of late. As right here, getting 3 more, and the clock is running. Looks like the Bengals want to preserve their timeouts to try to get a quick score and, you know, maybe use them on the onside kick, but we'll see. And I have to get the stop here first. That's the first thing, and let's see how much time's left in the clock when they do.
Out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
You see a bevy of adjustments being made pre-snap. Third down's near right, cuts it back, and is short. About 3 yards.
So you're in a good position if you're a Raiders fan here. Just got to pray that they can make a field goal, or if they elect to go for it, they pick up 3 yards. But it looks like they're bringing the special teams up.
Yep, it'll be Daniel Carlson from the 11-yard line, so that'll be a 28-yard field goal attempt. It should be from the left hash mark, which is the same direction the wind's going, from left to right, so... Wind set up nicely for Carlson, the kick is up, and it is good. The Raiders up by 2 possessions now, 10-point lead, with just 72 seconds left in the ball game.
They didn't even get a first down.
I get to see Mid Blitz. It's like going to be playing like a half a mutt after I beat his ass so badly. He's ready to concede.
Richards will take it out of his own end zone. And he's taken down at the 17. Yep, moments ago, Joe Burrow was poised to get the ball down 7, but he never got that opportunity as the punt returner / running back Rashad Richards fumbled. And the Raiders recovered that, turned it into 3. And that might be it for the Bengals this week. They still have a chance to clinch next week if they can beat the Bears. But boy, does this open up a lot in the AFC wildcard. This row is too deep for Waters.
And that's great man-to-man defense right there by the Raiders. Stride for stride with them, didn't get beat off the line.
Yeah,
really
that's all you can ask for.
Really did his job right there.
Coverage, trail technique. That's what you want to see.
We know GM, head coach Sachs tried to install the Patriot way. That's how you do it. That's some clamps. And that's some clamps too.
Yeah, knocked away again. And it's we're starting to shoot at the last of the straws here if you're Cincinnati.
I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here we go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Burrow.
I'm getting fucking dunked on.
Max Crosby is going to all but put an end to it. That is sack number 5 on the afternoon. He is responsible for all of Las Vegas' sacks on Joe Burrow. Here's the game, folks. 4th and 18 from the Bengals' 9-yard line. Max Crosby coming for blood. Burrow gets it off for Chase. It's batted away and incomplete. And with the entire league watching, the Las Vegas Raiders are going to trot out in the victory formation, take a knee, and for the 2nd time this season, the Cincinnati Bengals have been upset at home.
Zach's blunder of calling the timeout does not matter. That was still one of the craziest sequences I've seen since the spike, which did not happen too long ago. GG's.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
The acumen of the league's in question.
Yeah, we got a lot of leads behind the sticks. But not managing that clock and throwing hard balls.
A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame. So guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west. Our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time.
You have to show the league you still got it.
We got was East Coast Standard Time. Trying to cycle